Welcome to Yoga with Jasmine Allen, and thank you for sharing your practice with me. Please know that everything I say during class is an offering. I will offer suggestions about poses, body positioning, and duration of each pose, but please listen to your body. If you would like to come out of a pose sooner or stay longer than me, you are fully supported in that. Remember, this is your body, your choice, your practice. And with that said, let's begin. Begin seated at the back of your mat on your heels. Take a few breaths here. So allowing your inhale and exhale to cleanse you. On your next inhale, circle your arms up above you. Exhale to lower. Inhale to circle your arms up above you. Maybe they touch. Exhale to lower. One last time, circling them up, maybe looking up. Exhale to lower. Come onto your hands and knees for cat-cow, Vidalasana. On your inhale, arch your spine. On your exhale, curl your spine up. Inhale to arch. Exhale to curl. Inhale to arch. Exhale, starting from your core, curl. Inhale to arch. Exhale to curl. Now place your hands out in front of you, a couple of feet, and allow your chest to sink forward for puppy dog pose. I actually could have my hips above my knees here, a little further back. Make sure you're pressing your hands down here. And bring your hands back a couple of inches. Tuck your toes under. Lift your hips up and back for your first downward dog. Since this is your first dog, you can step your feet as wide as the width of your mat. Press the mat away from you as you push your hips up and back. You can bend your knees here to get a little more elongation of the spine. You can go back and forth. When you're ready, come onto the balls of your feet and walk your feet towards your hands for your fold. You can bend your knees for your forward fold. Just hang forward like a rag doll for a moment. Inhale to come up halfway. Exhale back to your fold. Inhale to circle your arms all the way up. Exhale to lower. Inhale to circle your arms up. Exhale, hinging at your hips forward. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, bend your knees, sit back with your left foot into your lunge. Sit back with your right foot into plank. Lower the knees and lower all the way down. Inhale to lift your chest and shoulders off the ground for low cobra. Exhale, push your hips up and back. Tuck the toes under for a downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Spread your fingers and push the floor away from you. Lower your hips back down to plank. Lower your knees. Lower your whole body all in one piece. Inhale to lift your chest and shoulders off the mat. Exhale to push your hips up and back to your downward dog. Lower your hips back to plank. Lower your knees. Lower your whole body down. Inhale, lift your body up to upward dog this time. time so your thighs are no longer touching the mat. Push your hips up and back and flip your toes back to your downward facing dog. Lift your left leg up with your toes pointing down. Bend your knee and turn your leg out and begin to arch back into a flip dog if you like. Lift your chest up to the sky. Then return back to center and step your left foot forward to your low lunge. Make sure your knee doesn't go beyond your ankle. And come up into your high lunge. Stretch your arms up. Open your chest. Then interlace your hands behind you, lowering down onto your knee. Push your hips forward and lift your chest open to the sky. Release your hands. Place your hands back to the mat. Step your foot back into your downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up. Bend your right leg. Turn your right leg out and begin to arch over into a flip dog onto the other side. Lift your chest open here. Then return back to center and step your right foot forward into your low lunge. Make sure that your knee isn't going beyond your ankle and come up into your high lunge. Stretch your arms up, open your chest, open your heart up to the sky. Lower your knee to the mat. Interlace your hands behind your back, the other way now, and lift your chest up to the sky, pressing your hips forward. Exhale to release. Lower your hands to the mat and step back to downward facing dog. Lower back down to plank. Lower all the way down, chaturanga. Push your body up and back into child's pose. Come back to seated. Come up onto your knees. You have options here. We'll do a few variations. So the first variation, you can just place your hands on your lower back. Lift your chest up and push your hips forward. And you can just stay here. Or you can lower your hands down to your heels with your toes tucked under. Or you can flatten your feet and point your toes. Release, sink your hips back, and lower down into child's pose. Stretch to one side and to the other. Exhale to come up. Swing your legs around so your feet are in front of you. Place your hands behind your thighs and slowly roll down to the mat. Release your left leg and hug your right knee into your chest. Switch to the other side, hugging your left knee into your chest. Hug both knees in. Maybe do a gentle rock here. Lower your feet to the mat and shift your pelvis to the left slightly. Lift both knees up and let them fall over to the right for a twist. Send the left arm out to the side and let your right hand rest on the outside of your left thigh. Just take a few breaths here. Bring your legs back up, bring your pelvis back to center, then shift your pelvis to the right and let your legs fall to the left. Extend your right arm out to the side and let your left hand rest on the outside of your right thigh. You can turn your head in any direction you choose, letting your body release into the twist. Bring both knees back to center. Bring your pelvis back to center. And here you can either hug your knees into your chest, or you can come into Happy Baby by grabbing your toes or the balls of your feet and letting your knees sink down and your hips sink open. You can add a gentle rock. Just keep your lower back on the mat. Bring the soles of your feet to touch and lower your feet back down to the mat. Release your hands into a supine butterfly. Let your hands guide your legs back together. Stretch your legs out and let your feet roll out to the sides. Hold your arms open with your palms facing up for Shavasana. Send yourself some gratitude for your practice today. Send your heart some gratitude for taking care of you without having to tell it to do so. Allow your heart to be open in this moment to positivity, to light, to peace. Allow your heart to be open to release anything that no longer serves you. When you're ready, bring your legs back together and roll over to your side. Take a moment on your side. And gently push yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Bring your hands to touch if you like. May we be at peace. May our hearts stay open to the internal love that is always available to us. May we forgive ourselves and others for our humanity. May we be healed, and may we be a source of healing in this world. Namaste. Thank you.